Okay, we are in Mainz, and we're in a random battle on the map known as North. And this looks like it's going to be a rather tough battle because we have one submarine, 4 DDs, 2 cruisers, 4 battleships, and 1 aircraft carrier on each team. And this is a tier 8, 9, 10 battle. So
General quarters.
we are bottom tier. And we have spawned right in the middle, so this can be a real tricky area for a cruiser to get caught in. I'm going to angle over and see if I can't make better use of these islands to help cover me up. Okay, so I see the enemy CV is sending planes our way, and our CV has just put fighters right on the edge of the cap that's in front of me. So hopefully that'll reroute the carrier's planes, because I don't want to get spotted too. Oh, well, I am spotted. I was hoping not to get spotted too quickly, because that means that battleships are all going to be shooting at me.
Torpedoes to port.
Okay, well, now I can get this funny looking rock that's up here. And I don't want to start shooting yet. Because one good pop from the Kremlin or the Ohio will do me in. Okay, well, see if I can't get turned away here, and there's nobody going into Bravo yet. Looks like one of their DDs has moved over and is in Alpha. The other 2 are in Charlie, so the cruisers, the Puerto Rico and the Edinburgh, are on each side of the map, so there's actually nobody in Bravo. I'm the closest, but I'm not so sure I want to go in there. Now I'm detected, so I definitely don't want to go in there. And I am detected by that Shimakaze that is over in Charlie. So let's put some shells on this guy. Running my hydro, because as soon as Shimmy saw me, I'm sure he was sending off torps, unless he thought he was saving them for somebody else. Oh, we lost our gearing already. Darn. So we've lost one of our tier 10 DDs.
Reporting the position of a strategic target.
Our Smalland is hurting. Our Shimmy and Yugamo are doing fine. Our submarine's doing fine, but okay, we might be able to get this Shimmy here in a bit. I think Smalland is going to finish him. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I have an Izumo tier 9 Japanese battleship that is driving right up the middle of that Charlie cap. So his guns are pointed away from me, going toward what looks like the St. Vincent. St. Vincent is trying to get into that crack there in between the 2 big islands, Charlie. That is a tricky negotiation there.
Concentrate fire the designated
pretty
target.
tight fit for a battleship, and yep, he's down. So all of a sudden we're down by a ship here, but Izumo is going to be taking some fire from my other ships. And the Japanese battleships have notoriously slow turret traverse. So I am moving away from the traverse of his guns. Got him lit on fire. Got him low on health. So I'm just going to stop here. He can't get shells onto me just yet.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Now they're aimed at me. And here they come. Alright, he got overpins only. Nothing serious. Just keep those shells going. He's going to get another shot here in a second, but he's hurting. We might be able to get him down.
Concentrate fire on the
Here
enemy
comes
warship.
another salvo. Okay. I took a little damage, but shrugged most of it off. He can't see me anymore now.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
He's trying to run his heel, but he's hurting. Ah, he can see me again now. He had to overshoot me. Couldn't get his shells to clear the island. And he's out.
Capture that area.
All right. Well, good. And then, lucky for me, I found my way into this alleyway between the three islands that are in between Bravo and Charlie. Get a couple shots here on this Ohio before he gets
All
around the
stations
corner.
requesting fire on the designated target.
Oh, and I popped Luchin's skill set. You get enough shells to hit target and it'll decrease my reload time, so nice. And that's pretty early in the battle, so I still have quite a few more shells I'm going to be trying to throw at people here. Here comes Edinburgh. Let's switch over to AP and see if we can't
Capture
put a
that
smack
area.
on him.
Capture that area.
Now, Edinburghs are not very heavily armored. They can only throw AP. They cannot light me on fire, but that Ohio, if he can clear the island, can, and he did do some damage. Got
All
a full
forces,
pin or
capture
two,
that
but
area.
no citadel, so I'm still alive. Okay, Edinburgh's dodging my shells. And he is shooting at one of our DDs, I think. And we lost both DDs at the same time. Doggone. Lost a Yukumo and a Smallin. Back to back. Alright, well, our Smallin was able to get the gearing.
All stations requesting fire
So that's
on the
helping to
designated
even
target.
things up. We're actually ahead by one ship now.
All stations proceed to capture that area.
I think Edinburgh's having a harder time hitting me as I am hitting him. We both have very loopy shells. And I'm trying to jockey forward and backward to make it harder for him to hit me. Also trying not to give him range for his torpedoes, because he gets 10K torpedoes. My torpedoes are no good until 6K,
Problem
so
solved, sir.
I'm not even going to get close to him for that. Well, we are like a couple of lightweight boxers, throwing a lot of punches, but not really hitting them, doing a lot of damage here. Okay. Okay, well, he got around the island. Now I'm just making sure he didn't get any torps away on me. Okay, we are ahead by up. Well, Puerto Rico just got a Montana, so we have 6 ships. They have 5. I was going to say we were ahead by 2, but not anymore.
All forces, provide cover for that target.
Health-wise, I am the lowest of the bunch. Lepanto is next. Everybody else is looking pretty good. On their side, their Ohio is a little bit low, and the Edinburgh is a bit low. Now, if I can get a couple of good hits on the Ostergotland, we can lower him. Oh, shoot, we just lost the Lepanto. Well, now we have even game in terms of ships. We have the advantage in the caps, though. But I'm about the only one over here that's going to keep them from taking this cap. Our submarine is not in a good place. And I am spotted, so Ostergotland's up here where he can see me.
Good
Oh,
show.
no, we just lost our shimmy. Well, that's just dandy. Oh, there's where the Ostergotland is. Okay. Give him something to think about besides just being able to spot me and shoot me, I guess. He bonked one of my guns.
Do not let the enemy take the area. Problem solved, sir.
And there's Edinburgh again.
Acknowledged.
Okay.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Now he's got a pretty good health pool. Mine's a little lower because Puerto Rico got a shot or two in on me, and Puerto Rico shells hurt. Now, got my AP loaded. He's turning into it. Turning just right for me. Yeah, got him. Good.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Okay. Now we're up 4 ships to 3.
I need intelligence data.
That says I'm a close quarters expert, so it wasn't just my shells that hit him, although I did get a citadel on him, but wasn't my secondaries. Must have been because he was so close that I got him within range of my secondaries. Okay, now Ostergotland is out here again. He's already spotting me. They really want to get into Bravo Cap. We really need to keep them out. And I'm just moving real easy around this corner. Ostergotland will be sending torps. Well, nobody's spotting me. Get some shells on Puerto Rico. One thing about Puerto Rico is if I can light a fire on her, she's either got to put it out right away or she's going to burn. And Puerto Ricos are one of the heavy cruisers, so she has battleship burn time. Other cruisers, their fires will go out fairly quickly. Oh, that was close, but it was a miss. So if I can light a fire on Puerto Rico, then that one's going to burn for a while. Oh, drat.
Good game, everyone.
Lost our submarine. Okay, now I'm going to back up here just enough and try to peek around the corner. Okay, I'm using the C key to switch to just a view from my aft turrets. Here comes Puerto Rico. And he's got his radar going, try to find me, but he can't see enough of me to really do a good job. Very light clip, not too bad. I can deal with it. That one's probably not going to hit anything now, just a mountain. Okay, well, I lit him up. Now, he could not drive into the cap, so he's either got to back up or go all the way around. So all that is giving our points time to accumulate. We are ahead by just a little over 100 points, but this is a close one. Now we're tied because we lost the submarine, so we're tied in ships. Our only advantage is in the caps, and we don't have enough of a lead to call this a victory. We're going to need to hold on to this cap. Yeah. One of our shimikazes is saying, caps win. Running my hydro, making sure there's nobody creeping in from the backside. Trying to hit that Ostergotland at range, but that's a tricky proposition. Okay, now I can see Puerto Rico, but also he can see me. Puerto Rico firing rate is like 18-second reload. Mine's about 6-second reload. A little less because I have adrenaline rush. So I'll get about 4 or 5 salvos off in the time he gets one. And I got a fire on him. All right, good. And he's not putting it out right away. He must not have had a repair party ready. He's going down. And got him.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
All right, that was an important one.
Everyone.
Next, it's Conqueror, and Conqueror is full health. Of course, he's got that magic heal that the British are known for, the super heal. So, but he also has very weak armor. So we might be able to do some good damage to him. All right. So I reset the cap, even though he was counting points. I got a reset on him. I'm shooting him over the island, so he can't see me. Got a good angle here. He's on fire all over the place. Alrighty. And he's out of range for me. Well, they might get the cap now, but it's going to
Torpedoes astern.
not matter now. We have 950
Torpedoes astern.
to their 720 points. And that was both sets of Ostergotlands torps, so that's not going to matter either. Okay, and oh, I got credit for destroying the Conqueror, so I guess one of my fires got him. Alrighty, well, that finished off pretty nice. So we ended up with 109,000 in damage. 250 shots hit the target. 10 of them were overpins, but 151 of them did serious damage with full penetrations. And 89 of them ricocheted or failed to penetrate, so they shattered. However, they may still have caused fires. And I caused 7 fires, destroyed 3 ships, shot down 2 aircraft, got 1 Citadel hit, on that Edinburgh I expect, 2 defended ribbons, even had 8 secondary hits. Not a common thing from a cruiser. Ended up second on the leaderboard with 1,981 base XP. Goliath beat me out, so he deserves my comp with 2,231 base XP. Very good game. All right, so I fired 250, or I landed 250 shells, but I fired a total of 564, so I'm hitting a little bit under 50%. And I got 1,377,000 in potential damage. So the torpedoes and the shells that were fired at me that either failed to hit me or did but bounced were all part of that. So that's a lot, especially for a cruiser. All right, so I took out the Edinburgh, finished off the Conqueror, finished off the Puerto Rico, did heavy damage to the Izumo and that Shimakaze, and a little bit of chip damage to the Ohio and to the Ostergotland. And my take-home pay was 571,000, almost 572,000 in credits. 1,603 free XP. The ship XP means nothing in a premium, but 11,835 Elite Commander XP. So when you're using a commander that has 21 points already, then all of that accrued XP gets put into the pool for all my other captains to use. So that was a nice haul. All right, so I'm still in New York City and taking a look at Mainz. She is one sweet looking little ship. She has 2 turrets up forward with 3 barrels each and 2 turrets back aft also with 3 barrels each. So a total of 12 shells that she puts down range, but she puts those out at a rate of 6 seconds per salvo. So that's a very good firing rate for shells that actually hit as hard as they do and have the tendency to light fires. In addition to that, she has these 2 sets of torpedo tubes on each side, so they're mounted in such a way that she can get these torpedoes away at a pretty decent angle. And so she has to show a little bit of broadside, but it's not a full broadside like it is with some of the Japanese cruisers and such. Now, one of the factors, though, with Mainz is she does not get any kind of a heel. And I think that would make her just way too powerful, to be honest. So that though is a major weakness. So I'm running Gunther Luchens as my captain, and Gunther has a couple of specialty skills, including grease the gears, and then I have added in the consumable specialist to give me a faster reload on my hydro, and then I have incoming fire alert, which has helped me quite a bit, so that I know when there are shells coming at me, then I can take action. I can either twist and turn to dodge them, or I can slow down or speed up quickly, and that has helped keep me from getting smacked too hard. And I also have Demolition Expert to help those fires light even better. I have added focus fire training for my AA so that it helps give me better AA. Otherwise, the CVs just like to focus on me. So I've given up some other skills in order to have that one. And then I do run Adrenaline Rush because I will get hit from time to time, and that speeds up my gunfire rate even faster. And then I'm running Survivability Expert, give me some extra HP so that even though I do get smacked and don't have a heal, I have a little bit extra HP to work with, and that keeps me going to the end of the battle, as it did in this one. And then, as always, on all of my cruisers and destroyers, I run Radio Locate. And then I am running Concealment Expert because mites can be spotted at a pretty decent distance. But at least this gets me down to 12 kilometers, where I think before I was at, I believe, 13 something. So one of the nice things about Luchins is when I hit something 140 times, doesn't matter whether I do damage or not, but if 140 shells on target, which you can do very easily with mites, then it increases my or decreases my reload time down by 7.5%. So it takes that 6 second reload down and gets me about 5.3 or 5.4 or so. Also, my secondary battery, which I don't generally use in mines. This is a great one though for Schlieffen. Will give me much faster secondary battery reload when I hit something 100 times with my secondary battery. The aerial equipment expert doesn't really do a whole lot for me because I don't really run the German carriers, so that doesn't do too much for me, but it's there if I ever did. And then once I have spotted any 3 enemy ships, then it gives me back a little bit of my HP, which I didn't use that in this battle. The DDs and the aircraft carrier were doing a lot of the spotting, but I have on occasion been able to pop that skill, and that helps too. All right, let's take a look at my skills here. All right, so there aren't any upgrades that you can make to a premium ship, so nothing here is something that I can change. I ran my standard setup here for my main armaments mod 1 to help keep my guns from getting knocked out, but it happened twice in that battle that my guns got damaged, but they didn't get destroyed, just damaged. And then damage control system helps reduce the chance of catching fire or flooding. Aiming systems mod 1 is the really good one for mites, though, is this decreases my dispersion and gets my shells grouped a lot tighter than they would be otherwise, because German dispersion is famous for being awful. Well, mites is pretty good. The only problem I have with her guns is that they have such a loopy fire, which allows me to shoot over islands, but it makes it hard to hit anything that's moving at any rate and is any range. Then I have my steering gears mod 1, which I choose to do that rather than propulsion mod 1 because I don't tend to usually be a camping cruiser. I tend to be out in the open water and I'm dodging the shells rather than hiding behind an island trying to pop out then get back behind the island. In this battle, that's exactly what I was trying to do, was hide behind the islands. But for the most part, I open water gunboat in mites and do so fairly successfully. And then the last one here was concealment systems, which this is where it might have been a good idea to take the steering gears mod 2 to make up for uh, having the ability, gives me that extra maneuverability, but having that extra concealment is much more valuable. So sometimes I can tuck in, get behind some islands, and and do a lot of shooting from back behind an island rather than uh, having to do the open water gunboat. So when I get low on HP, then I need to be able to hide. So stop firing, go dark. Can't do that if I don't have that extra 10% detectability. All right, so I ran the full suite of flags, everything that I really thought I would need. It's definitely Juliet Charlie to prevent detonation. And then a lot of times I am fighting another cruiser that'll light me up, so I need that fire extinguishing from the India Yankees. And then Victor Lima, that helps make sure that my shells will cause a fire, and then if I do hit something with torps, then that'll help ensure that I get flooding on that target also. And then always good to have November Echo 77 when you're running a cruiser that's possibly going to be camping behind islands, because the CVs like to target you. And so this gives me a little better AA. And then Sierra Mike's just speeds me up because Mainz is a rather slow cruiser. And so let's see, her speed is 33.6 knots, which it's not battleship slow, but actually I have some battleships that go faster than she does. So yeah, that Sierra Mike helps speed me up. And then November Foxtrot gets my hydro back more quickly, which helps me out, and also reloads my fighter escort, so I can put the fighters up. I don't get spotters, but I can put fighters up, and it's nice to have those. The other thing I have are the Sierra Bravo flag that gives me a shorter cooldown time on my hydro, makes my hydro last extra 10% longer. The hydro on the German cruisers, especially with the Mainz, is 6K, and so 6 kilometers is as good as you could ask for hydro. While it's not as long range as radar, it lasts for a very long time. I get this hydro on here for 132 seconds, so well over 2 minutes of hydro that I have. Maybe I have a DD pinned down, or uh, somebody else trying to sneak into a cap. I can put that hydro out there and cover a good portion of the cap, where surveillance radar is just going to go for 26, maybe 40 seconds for the American radar ships. This goes for well over 2 minutes. Can't beat it for a good deal. All right, so that is Mainz. She's one of my favorite ships in the game. I play her almost every night, and you just gotta love her. Nice girl. All right, well, have a good evening.